this presentation a while ago, and it really got some fantastic feedback. So I figured we'd start with this today and kind of go through this. So I think a lot of people have these questions about what is sales, and what exactly are we doing in our budgeting process to increase our sales and our combination of marketing and our combination of lead gen. How does it all play together, right? So I think first off, what is sales to you? Sales is the business of information gathering. The more information you have, the higher probability you will make a sale. Pretty simple, right? But what if we're working in this capacity, which I'm sure a lot of you are and have been? Um, this is actually from a snippet from a training I did back in 2006, where the mentality, I think, of every staffing firm out there was just dial, dial, dial. You make a certain amount of calls, you're going to get 100 connections, you're going to get client visits, you're going to get job orders, you're going to get a placement. And marketing really at this stage was just a trifold, a salary guide, some sort of combination of them both, right? So what's changed? Everything. If you're still doing this, you're missing the boat on what's available out there and how we can support our sales team by automating a lot of these functions and partnering with our marketing team in a more effective manner. So, what's the new CRO strategy for all staffing firms? Really, it's blending the traditional marketing and functioning uh, lead gen and BD teams all together. Understanding that outbound dials and email campaigns are not working, or they're working very loosely, less than 1%, right? Partnering with marketing digital content teams to push social proof. And what's social proof? That's a really fancy term that's being thrown out there a lot. And specifically, that is for the capacity of what somebody else is doing, being able to evangelize that to others in a fashion that it makes them feel comfortable in doing business with you. And then content surrounding your value prop and the outcomes are aligned with the marketing team's campaign, the lead gen, and the salespeople. Because at the end of the day, all public outreach has to compel an outcome, which is meetings, events, something, right? So the sales leader and the marketing and digital leader need alignment. They need campaigns. Bottom line is, we need campaigns today. If we look at our 90-day profile and what we're doing and what we're committing to, what elements of digital, social, our value prop as sales teams, and our outbound outreach, how do they all align to push an outcome we're trying to achieve, right? Think about if you're having a giant networking kickoff event, if you're having a summer event with customers, if you are creating your own event where you're bringing folks in to come get some sort of training, some sort of expertise, where you're bringing in a technical expert or an expert in HIPAA to talk to all your prospects about this. The campaign has to align so that that sort of thing comes to you. And that evangelism of who you're working with and why, social proof, is going to drive the elimination of fear, because at the end of the day, everybody's afraid of a salesperson, right? All buying decisions are made on a couple of things: quality, service, price, relationship as well. And your value proposition has to be something where everyone is thinking that there is a task for each part of the group: marketing, digital, content, automation, sales team. How are we pushing this out to everybody? And then data analytics, we have to measure this content so we can predict results. Every campaign has to have a goal. Is it more meetings, more interviews? Is it more attendance to an event? Is it people liking our Facebook page, our LinkedIn page, our content, our video content, what YouTube channels, TikToks, whatever we're doing to create a community that makes somebody want to be part of it? And all players have to be involved: marketing, digital, social, BD, to understand their campaign. And the steps should contain: what's your landing page, your call to action, your outreach on all platforms, and then BD, send, call, mail, execution, and script. Without even thinking about it, your team should be able to execute a campaign. How many of you guys are doing that today? Probably not a lot. And if you're not, you're not utilizing the capacity that's available out there today to drive outcomes. And you're leaving your team to just dial. It doesn't work anymore because numerous studies over the years have indicated that sales are won or lost in opening minutes of a call. But how many people are actually picking up the phone anymore? Because here's the new ratio. Okay. Cold calls are at less than 1%. Number one, you can't get them on the phone. They don't pick up the phone. They see who's calling. They don't know who's calling. They're not going to answer. You go to Zoom Info, you go to a different tools, Seamless AI, whatever it is. You get somebody's cell phone number. They're not answering a number they don't know. So cold call win rates now are lower than snail mail because people don't want to pick up the phone. So your new sales strategy should wrap around like this. You have a campaign plan that has a quarterly campaign that pushes social proof, warm leads to the sales team. Your BD team should indoctrinate new technology for automated personal marketing. Rebel Leads is an example. I'm sure you guys are all getting spammed from LinkedIn, etc. There's a ton of cool tools out there that aren't so intrusive and clear that it's a tool. Track results with your data. Without data, you don't have anything to base your success on. And ensure that all participants are understanding their metrics. And when I say participants, it's marketing, digital content automation, and your sales and BD team. Lastly, it's budget season. If you have not seriously looked at what you're spending on automation, marketing, and the outreach of sales, remember this. The rule of thumb is if you're a growing firm, you should be spending 2 to 3% of revenue on automation and sales outreach. If you're a pretty well-established firm, you should be around 1%. If you're not doing that today and we want to possibly dig into that together, I'd be happy to do a free consultation call with you and see if I might be able to help. Thanks so much. Cheers.